that. Can you walk us through kind of from that stages to now where we are now in 2024 with the anti-spam stuff and all the AI prevalence that's happening right now? Not to go too far into the weeds, because I want to spread this out a little bit with a few more questions that I have, but maybe start from the beginning to kind of hammer home anybody that hasn't been listening to this or reading or staying in tune, how much more important they are than they used to be and why.
Yeah, great question. So I'll boil it down to this. Marketing used to be what you said about your brand.
Yes.
You can do traditional marketing. You tell the market about what it is like to work with your company. And that power has completely shifted to the consumer.
Yeah.
Your customers now hold the power to tell the story about your business. So one, you better be great at doing the work that you do, because if you don't do good work, people are going to know about it, right?
Yep.
But if you do good work, and a lot of the businesses we work with do, you have to be great at sharing that with people as well, and telling them that. So, that power dynamic has really shifted over the last 5 years. And it's because in our online buying experience with things like Amazon to local restaurants to now, Google, consumers crave and demand peer validation, right?
Yeah.
They want to understand have other people's experience been with this product or service before I buy it. And so you just have to first recognize that there's been a huge transformation in the way that people buy and look for a company. They're not looking at your advertising necessarily. And even if they do, that's fine, but they're going to validate that, right?
Yeah.
And that validation for them is ratings and reviews. And the reason why it's on Google is that's where people are searching, right? 90% of home service searches start on a Google search, right? So it could be different in the future. And so it doesn't really matter if it's Google or anywhere else. I think it's most important to understand the world has just changed, and you don't control the message anymore. The places that people look to see peer validation, that controls the message now. So wherever people are going to validate or find your product or services, you have to look really great there. And so because of that trend of consumers craving that feedback, or peer validation, companies like Google have really prioritized these things like ratings and reviews, right?
Yeah.
It's so influential in the search and stuff because that's what the Google consumer wants, right? Google's trying in the business of making their consumers have what they want to quickly get answers. And that is a huge part of it today. And so that's why it's changed so much. It's not because it was even Google's idea, right? It's a broader consumer trend on just, hey, I want to see what other people say about something before I buy from it. And so Google's meeting that need through ratings and reviews. And I think I'm obviously biased in this, Ben, but I think it's the lowest hanging fruit for any business. Like, marketing is hard. Getting new customers is hard. Having your happy customers tell the great experience they had with you should be the easy part.